7 things you need to know about the Honda Accord Hybrid before you spend your hard-earned money on one. It is one of North America's best-selling sedans, and yet I've never heard a driving enthusiast admit they actually want one. Some of these will cost you money, some of them will save you money, all of them matter. Enthusiasts claim that performance with some efficiency is nice to have. This Accord Hybrid makes 270 pounds of torque and achieves 46 miles per gallon combined. That's more torque than the turbo model while using 30% less fuel. Off the line, it's quick because there's no turbo lag, just instant electric motor response from a standstill. The driving experience is more refined, the cabin is quieter, and the powertrain is more responsive. And by every objective measure, this hybrid is the better car. The market already knows which are the best mid-size sedans. The sales numbers don't lie. The only people who haven't figured it out are the ones who refuse to drive one, and that would make them rethink their entire worldview about what makes a car good. Subscribers get notified when new episodes drop on the channel. Non-subscribers hope the algorithm shows it to them eventually. If you want to control when you see one of our episodes on YouTube, well, that's what the subscribe button does. Owner Intel, and the most valuable intelligence seems to come from new Honda Accord Hybrid owners who've traded in their previous gen Accord Hybrids. They're showing up at dealers with between 200 and 250,000 miles with minimal issues. These aren't isolated cases, it's a pattern. Owners who put 250,000 miles on the 2017 to 2020 Accord Hybrids are buying the 2025s and putting in orders for 2026s because the previous gen proved the powertrain lasts. And from my perspective, that's the ownership reality that testing a press card can never demonstrate. And according to owners, and as we mentioned, this is one of the few hybrids where owners aren't disappointed by the gap between EPA numbers and actual results. As well, owners say that this entire hybrid system converts skeptics. First-time hybrid buyers are reporting they can't tell when the engine stops or starts because the electric motor restarts it instantly. No cranking, no delay, no annoyance. And it's nothing like non-hybrid auto start-stop systems. If you own one of these or have some serious seat time, well, let me know in the comments what I got right and what I got wrong. Owner Intel is much more valuable information than what I can learn in a week-long press loan, and I always read those comments. About this hybrid, and for my American friends, the Accord Sport Hybrid costs about $3,100 more than the non-hybrid turbocharged Accord SE. In Canada, the difference between the Sport L Hybrid and the Turbo SE is about $4,700. For that premium, you get more torque, better fuel economy, quicker acceleration, and a more refined driving experience. The question is whether that's worth the upfront cost. The performance advantage is 247 pounds of torque here, and that's available instantly, versus 192 pounds of torque in the gasoline turbo model. For the hybrid, it's 0 to 60 in the mid-6s versus mid-7s for the gasoline Accord. The hybrid is quicker because the electric motor eliminates turbo lag. The hybrid is quicker simply because it delivers torque instantaneously. And in real-world driving, the hybrid pulls away from stoplights more aggressively if you ask it. The efficiency advantage, 46 miles per gallon versus 32. That's a 14 mile per gallon difference, and at 15,000 miles per year and current fuel prices, that's approximately $1,500 US or $2,000 Canadian annual fuel savings. The hybrid pays for its premium in fuel savings alone within 4 years, then continues saving money. And the market agrees. Over half of all Accord sales are hybrid models. Honda made the hybrid the default choice by making it the better choice. They didn't compromise practicality or performance to achieve efficiency. They engineered a system that delivers all three. Honda engineered the non-hybrid for drivers who don't want a hybrid at all or don't want to spend the extra money. Everyone else should just buy the hybrid. The math justifies it and the driving experience validates it. And the longevity of previous generation models with over 200,000 miles proves it. This Accord hybrid uses a two-motor hybrid system that is at the same time simpler and more complex than the conventional hybrid powertrain. More importantly, all of that torque is available from 0 RPM, which means from a stoplight, you have maximum torque and maximum acceleration. There's no turbo lag, no waiting for the engine to build boost, no delay between your inputs and the drivetrain's outputs. Just immediate electric torque that moves a 3,600-pound sedan with surprising urgency. And the complexity of it serves a purpose. The two-motor advantage isn't theoretical. It's demonstrated every time you accelerate from a stoplight. And while watching the instant fuel economy display numbers that just shouldn't be possible. If you want to support the channel beyond just watching, well, the merch store is open. It means more time producing content like this and less time worrying about manufacturer blacklists. No pressure, just an option. This Accord hybrid is actually quick in a straight line. It'll do 0 to 60 in about 6.5 seconds. That's what happens when you have 247 pounds of torque available instantly from the electric motor. No turbo lag, no waiting for boost to build, just immediate response that makes this quick from a stop. Handling is competent without being entertaining. It's not a sports sedan and it doesn't try to be. The chassis serves daily driving priorities like comfort, stability, and competence very well. Now, from my seat time, I have to say that the ride quality, even on these 19s, is very, very good. Sure, you feel some impacts over broken pavement, but the suspension manages it all without any harshness. Some owners have indicated that they'd prefer the 18s over these 19s. These larger wheels look prettier and aggressive and probably help the touring trim's resale value, but some owners say they compromise ride comfort, so know the trade-off before you spec it. Because it's a hybrid, of course, we have two types of braking systems here. We have a conventional braking system and then the regenerative braking system of the hybrid. Good thing is that the transition between regenerative braking and actual braking is seamless. You can't feel where the system switches off from one to the other. Pedal feel is consistent. Stopping power is more than adequate for a sedan of this size. Given that this is a 2025 model, it's got a fair bit of miles. It's got about 7,000 miles on it for a press unit, and we know automotive journalist miles are like 10x regular miles, so it's a great way to see how a Honda Accord hybrid is holding up. Cabin refinement is exactly where this hybrid justifies its price premium. Electric-only operation in traffic means less engine noise, active noise cancellation, and some laminated glass reduce wind and road noise, and the result's a quieter, more refined driving experience than a non-hybrid Accord. And that's the performance advantage, not 0 to 60 times, but daily driving quality. The like button tells YouTube to share this episode with more people like you who need to see it, and if this episode gave you more information than what's contained in a brochure or a press release, well, that's the entire ask. The Touring has Google built in, which just sounds like another overhyped infotainment system that won't deliver on its promises. Except here, it actually works. And this is not Android Auto running from your phone. It's native Google integration with Assistant, Maps, and Google Play. The difference matters. Google Assistant responds faster than your phone mirrored version in other cars. Voice commands execute without the delay you get when the car has to communicate through your phone's Bluetooth connection. You ask for navigation to a specific address, it loads it immediately. Multi-stop routing works seamlessly. Even Google Maps updates proactively with live traffic and alternate routings. It's the same Maps interface you use on your phone, but integrated into the car's infotainment screen without requiring your phone to be connected. That means it even works if your phone is dead or you left it at home. And the 4G Wi-Fi hotspot provides connectivity for 3 years included. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are here for people like me who just can't give up their phones. Now, my use case for this car is very different. I'll drive it for a week and then it's gone, so I'm using Apple CarPlay, and my connectivity is not seamless, and in fact it's the opposite of seamless, whatever that is, and we're going to go with that. It takes a little bit of finessing to get it going every single time. And on this topic, don't go with my impressions, go with the owner's impressions, who say that using the native Google is better and faster. Better integration, and it's more reliable. If you're tech focused, well, Google built-in justifies the touring premium over the EXL. If you're not tech focused, it probably doesn't. Know which category you're in. The trim differences, and for my American friends, the EXL will save you over $4,300 versus this touring. The EXL rides on smaller diameter wheels, providing more ride compliance, and achieves 48 miles per gallon combined. The touring's big wheels look more aggressive, but ride a little harsher, and this package gets 44 miles per gallon. Multiple touring owners wish they'd bought the EXL specifically for the smaller wheel diameter and a little bit more ride compliance. That's real owner feedback, not a theoretical analysis. If Google built-in matters, then the touring justifies the premium, and owners who love it absolutely love it. And if you love the tech, well, then it's worth the money. If you prioritize ride comfort and fuel economy, then the EXL is objectively better. 4 miles per gallon better in its combined fuel consumption rating, better ride quality, same interior space and features, and you save over $4,000. But this Bose audio system is legitimately better than what's in the EXL. If you're an audio enthusiast or spend significant time commuting, that might matter. If you're not, it doesn't. Looking at this objectively, most buyers should choose the EXL. Some buyers definitely need to choose this touring. Don't confuse which category you're in just because touring is the top trim. For my Canadian friends, the difference between the Sport L and the touring trims is less consequential. The $2,500 Canadian difference gets you the Bose sound system, leather upholstery, and rain-sensing wipers. And in either Canada or the US, choose your weapon accordingly. Pun intended. So back to the question from the beginning of this episode. Is the Accord Hybrid something people secretly want but won't admit, or are the sales numbers just fleet buyers and practical commuters? After looking at the owner intel, the performance data, and the value proposition, it's probably both. The two-motor system delivers 247 pounds of torque and 46 miles per gallon. That doesn't sound exciting until you realize it's simply quicker than much of the competition, while saving you about $1,500 US or $2,000 Canadian a year in fuel. This isn't an appliance, it's the best version of the Accord. The market already knows this, and owners trading in 200,000-mile examples of the previous generation for this new one prove it. And perhaps it's time for us driving enthusiasts to admit it too. I'm Brian Makse. Thanks for watching The Driver's Cut. If this episode helped you understand what the Accord experience is like, well, be sure to hit like and subscribe. We make content for drivers who value truth over marketing. More deep dives like this every week.